I don't think the settings do anything for recording video quality. Yes, anyway, this is not a good camera for doing this kind of thing. And that's not good for you either. Star Wars coffee cups, too dark, can't see it anyway. So, there used to be a game by Activision on the VCS called Frostbite. It is and it isn't an original game. It's yeah. Anyway, it's kind of like Hexpert mixed with Frogger, but I never had this on the VCS. And one of the reasons why I left the VCS was cartridge games were too expensive. It was costing me way too much birthday, Christmas money, loads of saving up. I mean, it did teach me about the value of saving up. I'll give it that. But then my parents drummed that into me anyway. You should never like go and spend all your pocket money on Saturday morning whatever, because then you're stuffed for the rest of the week if you want like crisps, chocolates. I'm not talking about in the house, I'm talking about, maybe in the tuck shop at school, although I think my mum used to give me tuck shop money as well. Can't remember how much. Those huge enormous Wham bars were 10p, as far as I remember. Yeah, anyway, I've got a story about the tuck shop. Chuck, I ain't watched that for ages. But yeah, this is about the C64 conversion of Frostbite. Now, I had to make sure everything is working on Old Faithful. We had a slight problem, and by slight I mean 2 litres of water pissing out the side of the radiator bleed valve when the little knob broke off. And yeah, so we've been running the fan heater in the corner there for like 2 days to dry out the carpet, and it's ruined at least one, probably 2 of the hoodies, and one of the hoodies is actually my favourite one, and I bought it in Cyprus in 1989. Yeah, I know, I still got it, hardly ever wore it because it's white. And I thought, yeah, there used to be this thing, I used to have like a white jumper, always used to get dirty as soon as I put it on the first day of the week, because I didn't wear this stuff all the time. Obviously I had school uniform on for half the day. And yeah, so I never really wore it, hardly ever really. Maybe I worn it like 10 times in those 32 years. It was at the end of 1989, in the autumn. Where's my cat? I'm going to have to keep an eye on my cat because he's strong enough to open the door, and I can't be bothered to put the 1701, or is it 02, the PAL version, Commodore monitor in front of the door. Yeah, another thing that has to be fixed, but anyway, we've still got problems with the heating. Yes, it's the old, yes sir, roll up smoking time. I'm not just chatting bullshit for the sake of it. You always talk bollocks. And that's why you like the channel, mate. But I thought, seeing as I had to move the desk in order to, well, I thought isolate the radiator, but it turns out we had to completely remove the radiator. And luckily my dad could cap off one of the pipes and put a valve on the other. Although I did manage to fit the valve on there without completely closing it. So we had a little bit of rain in the largest living room on the Cindy sofas. Cindy being the name of a non-human, before you get any ideas. It's not that I don't like human beings. I mean, that poor little boy who was tortured and killed, and then that was only like, I don't know, a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks. I can't remember exactly when they first showed that. That's disgusting. How could people do that? And then there was the little girl, and that was like a little baby, I think about 2 years old. I thought, wow, these poor things. You know, 5-year-olds, whatever, babies, they're as helpless as, you know, cats. It's disgusting. Some people are just scum, mate. I don't know why people are born like that. How can you do that? But, yeah, so we had to move the desk, which, because it's broken, that's a real operation. There was loads of stuff on the desk. The only thing on the desk at the moment, apart from the C64 and the old Sony Trinitron, there is another Trinitron. Actually, it's reasonable price, but it's too far away and it's collection only. But it's the same Trinitron as this one, but in you know, medium grey and black, which is what I used to have back then. I actually really want one of those, but anyway, it'll probably be springtime before I even start doing anything in that room. Still haven't found any wallpaper that's remotely like the 1978, 79, whatever wallpaper I had in my bedroom up until 1988. Yeah, it's not like now, mate, where people decorate every fucking 3 to 4 years. Although my mum did have that, you know, Mediterranean thing where, you know, every year you got to fucking re-wallpaper at least 2 rooms in the house. Don't ask me why, it's just like, I don't know. But I resisted greatly for my bedroom, so, and then I picked my own wallpaper. But we did rent a house when we come back from Cyprus, and the room I was sleeping in had exactly the same wallpaper. I remember it. It's kind of like a vertical column of the monkeys' tails that are linked together on, you know, 12 Monkeys, the movie, which I tried to watch, but I don't really like Brad Pitt, and it's not particularly location rich movie as such. I don't like shit like that. Watching the XFiles at the moment, she's very disturbing. I used to eat pumpkin seeds. I had at least 2 of those ties that he wears. Had the same navy cashmere coat. So yeah, I was quite influenced, I suppose. I think I had the same hairstyle as Fox Mouldy Pants in the early seasons, before he had like the army crew cut thing. I don't know what was going on with that. That's a bad idea. But anyway, whatever you think of the XFiles, it's filmed to a quality that few TV shows are filmed at the moment. Look, I'm still smoking, alright? If you don't like these videos, then yeah. And we've got to pad it out a bit, even though I'm waffling on. Because this is the only game I've got on the system. Because everything was disconnected. Because the desk, famously, very famously, because you know my channel is like, oh no buddy, okay, it's going to be a very short review. Okay, hit it, as Han Solo never said in Star Wars, and you know what one I'm talking about. So yeah, this is the only game I came across. Well, there might be others, but actually there was. 20th Century Gaming was playing. He loaded up 2 games. I can't remember what they're called now, but they're certainly not on the camera SD card. I must have deleted them off after putting them on the USB stick for you know, the C64 full size. This USB stick, there you go. Ooh, neighbours are getting an ambulance again. There was an ambulance right on the corner of that house as well. So yes, things are not going well. They're going from bad to worse as far as you know, the livable condition of my house. But anyway,